my friends, welcome to Storytime. Today we're going to talk about the letter W. But before we do that, we're going to sing our hello song. So everybody, get your hands ready, clap your hands, wave your hands, and get your feet ready. We're going to stomp. We clap and sing hello, we clap and sing hello. With our friends in Storytime, we clap and sing hello. We wave with our hands hello. We wave our hands hello. With our friends in Storytime, we wave and sing hello. We stomp our feet hello. We stomp our feet hello. With our friends in Storytime, we stomp and sing hello. My friends, today we're going to talk about the letter W. W makes the sound of W. Can you make that sound with me? W. W. Like in the word watch, in the word wave. Who likes to swim in the waves? I do. In the word wand. Who has a magic wand at home? I do. In the word wheel. Who has a tricycle at home? Sounds like fun to ride in the tricycle because the tricycle has wheels. Who likes to eat watermelon? What for watermelon? I love watermelon. And in the word whale. Those are all words that have the sound of the letter W. Can you think of things at home that you might have that make the sound of the letter W? Today, my friends, we are going to read a book called Carl and the Meaning of Life. And Carl is a worm. Worm. Let's see what Carl does in the story. I am reading this with permission from Penguin Random House. Carl and the Meaning of Life by Deborah Friedman. Carl was not a bird. Carl was not a bear or a beaver. Carl was an earthworm. He lived underground, always moving, burrowing, tunneling, digesting dead leaves, feasting and casting, turning hard dirt into fluffy soil day after day. An earthworm worked hard, my friends. Why? Asked a field mouse, gathering seeds. Why do you do that? Why? Carl did not know why, but now he needed to find out. So Carl stopped making fluffy soil. I'll be right back, he told the field mouse. He spotted a rabbit. Maybe she knew. Why do I do what I do? He asked her. Oh, goodness dear, she said. I do not know. I do what I do for my babies. But Carl did not have babies. A fox appeared. Carl turned to the fox. Why do I do what I do? Asked Carl. Why do I do it for? For whom? Replied the fox. Alas, my meal awaits. I am here for the hunt. But Carl did not want to hunt. Why are you talking to a fox? Cried a squirrel. Carl was startled because the field mouse is waiting and wants to know what I am here for. The squirrel declared, I'm here to plant trees. Trees is where I sleep. But Carl could not sleep not high in a tree, and not without an answer for the mouse. And he pushed on. "What?" said the fawn, and he pushed on. Hours turned into days until the soil was no longer fluffy. The ground around Carl turned barren and dry. "What?" said the raccoon, while he continued to search. "Why?" cried the bat. "Oh," said Carl. But the birds had flown off to find grasses and fluff. The bear trundled away to look for berries. Soon there was nobody left to talk to. "What about me?" called Carl. The clouds were silent, so was the air. "I will never find out," he sniffled. And then Carl heard his sniffle echo, followed by a squeak. "Eek." "I can't find my grubs," a voice cried. It was the saddest ground beetle he had ever seen. Carl peeked under a stone. No grubs. And then he poked at the dirt. It was hard like rock. Where was his fluffy soil? Everybody was sad. Suddenly, Carl knew what he needed to do. "I'll be back," he promised. And for hours into days, weeks into months, Carl munched, digested, left castings, and tunneled, and turned that hard dirt back into rich soil. "You made my seeds grow," said the mouse. Carl made the soil soft so seeds can grow and plants can grow. Clover blossomed once again, and the rabbit came back with her kits. The squirrel returned to plant new trees, and the fox was lured by the hunt, all of them able to do what they do. How? Well, why not ask Carl? Have you ever watched squirrels running around or beetles skittering by and wondered, what are they doing? Or why do they do that? Just like Carl, every creature in this book has an important job. The mouse, rabbit, squirrel, fox, and ground beetle all need each other, and our world needs them. Everything is connected, including you. How do you help the earth? Carl and the meaning of life. Okay, my friends, earthworms like to live underground, where it's nice and cool and wet. Earthworms do not like to go out in the sun because it dries out their skin. So they come out on rainy days and they come out at night. And an earthworm's body is very, very slippery, and it moves through the soil and it eats. If the soil is very dry, it eats the soil, and if the soil is dry, it loosens the soil, and that makes plants grow. So we're going to sing a song called "I Love Worms, I Love Worms. See how they squirm, see how they squirm. I love to see them wiggle around. I love to see them dig in the ground. I love that they don't make a sound. Shh, I love worms." So let's see if Miss Ellen finds one. Here, she found one. I'm going to put it aside. "I love worms. I love worms. See how they squirm. See how they squirm. I love to see them wiggle around. I love to see them dig in the ground. I love to that they don't make a sound. Shh, I love worms. Let's see if Miss Ellen can find another one. Oh, looks like there's another long one that she found. We'll put it aside. I love worms. I love worms. See how they squirm. See how they squirm. I love to see them wiggle around. I love to see them dig in the ground. I love that they don't make a sound. Shh, I love worms. Looks like there's another one in the soil. Miss Ellen found it. My friends, look at the long worms that we pulled out of the bin. Worms are very, very long. And this worm that we pulled out is long. This worm is longer. And this worm is the longest. Long, longer, longest. Long, longer, longest. Long, longer, longest. Do you have anything at home that you can do this with? Maybe you can do it with your crayons. If you have a long crayon, a longer crayon, and a longest crayon. Try to find things at home that you can do with. Measure. Long, longer, longest. Long worm, longer worm, longest worm. Long pencil, longer pencil, longest pencil. Try to find things at home around the house that you can do this with.